Okay, YouTube fam. Y'all know you see. This is Easter dinner. I didn't record what we cooked because everything was so hectic. We had a lot of friends and family over for Easter. But anyway, these are the collards. And the reason you see the blue label one, we had everything labeled. This is the ham. And the mac and cheese turned out just terrific. It's delicious. Okay, and we have a lot of other things. We had dressing, butter beans. We had a lot of things, but I'm just gonna give you, what I fix my plate on, and then we'll go from there. And I hope everyone had a good Easter or is having a great Easter. Okay. Okay, YouTube fam, I've already got my plate fixed. You see, I have macaroni and cheese, collards. We can also cook dressing and ham. And me and my sister both cooked all of this. I cooked the collards and the dressing, and my sister cooked the ham. Well, we just worked together, the ham and the macaroni, because I want to give a shout out to her also. We cooked for the family, and we just went all out. It was kind of hectic and stressful during the Easter weekend because we had so much food to cook, but we made it through it. Okay? Wait just 1 second. Get my drink. Got some ice. We're going to be drinking Coke today. Get me a napkin. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pour my drink. We also made sweet tea, homemade lemonade, so whatever anyone wants, they could get. I just decided to drink Coke today. Okay. Before we start anything, I'm going to go ahead and say my prayers. I'm going to say grace. Amen. Okay. And you know me, anytime I cook greens, I always cook cornbread, so I cook that also. And most of the recipes of these, you already know them. I've already cooked them, but if you have questions, please comment below and I'll be glad to answer them, okay? Let's go ahead and do our taste test, because today's Easter. This is not a long video at all because I didn't go through the steps where I cooked everything. So and I wanted to make it a short video because it was Easter. Okay. I like hot salt on my greens. I just do. It tastes so delicious. Okay. Greens turned out terrific. I've already tasted them before I came on air. But anyway. Hold on 1 second. Let me get my knife. Okay, YouTube fam. Look how pretty those greens look. Can you see them? They look terrific. And these are not greens out of the bag or anything. These are fresh greens. I cut them, cleaned them, and first I took the stems off. And you already know how to do that. If you don't, I'll bring a video showing you how to, take the stems off your greens and get ready for them to cook. Anyway, I separated them with the large one from the small ones, and then I cut them accordingly. And then once I cut them, I washed them really, really well, probably about 5-6 times. Make sure you wash your collards. And once they were washed and drained from the water, I add them to my seasoned meat in the pot. And I cooked them for about probably 45 minutes, and they were done. They're delicious. The mac and cheese is it's delicious also. Now my sister made the mac and cheese, but I do a nice mac and cheese also. And her mac and cheese is delicious. She does her mac and cheese a little different than me, but the taste is just delicious. And we also bake hams. We had about probably 3-4 hams. The ham is delicious. And we also made dressing. And put gravy on, we made some gravy. And if you need to know the recipe for the gravy, put a comment in the below and I'll give you that recipe, okay? It's very simple. I love Easter. It's a time of reflection on the resurrection of Jesus Christ. And it's also a time for family, friends to get together, good food, and conversation. Ooh, the greens. They are delicious. The greens are not too tender. They are just perfect. And if you're scared about cooking dressing without turkey, don't be. Because I know you're probably wondering, well, if I cook dressing without turkey, how am I gonna make my gravy? Well, it's easy. And if you want that recipe, comment below and I'll give you the recipe, okay? It's simple. Drink some Coke. It's delicious. And I'm sorry, like I said before, I'm sorry I didn't video the process of me cooking everything, but like I say, everything was so hectic. And but that's okay. If you need to know how to cook any of the recipes that are shown on my plate, comment below and I'll be glad to give it to you. I'll put a link in the description box of how I prepare my ham, all of my hams, okay? And also how I prepare my collards and my mac and cheese and my dressing. I've cooked those before, and I've also put them in the description box and other videos. So make sure you check out the description box and check out the links so you can know whether, so that way you won't have to comment below. You can go to those specific videos and see how I prepare those dishes. Also, this Easter, I had something else very special going on, and that was my daughter's baby shower. I hosted that for her, and it was very, very nice. And I'm going to bring that video to you all soon, okay? I had a lot going on this weekend, but I enjoyed every moment of it. I really did. Even though it was hectic, I enjoyed it. I hope you all have a nice Easter. I know you did. Comment below on some of the dishes you had for Easter. And please hit the like button for me, okay? Like I always say, I'm a small YouTube channel trying to make it on YouTube. And subscribe to my channel. That Coke is so refreshing. See how nice and tender the ham slices. It's delicious. If you want to know what type of ham I cook, comment below and I'll give you the type of ham that I use, okay? My sister was so helpful this past weekend in helping me prepare Easter dinner. Everything is just so delicious and fulfilling. That ham is so tender, tastes good. Easter Sunday is such a joyous occasion. It really is. It's a very, very important celebration in the Christian calendar because it marks the resurrection of Jesus. So always remember that and teach it to your family, your children, okay? It's a very important holiday. Okay, YouTube fam. I've held you all up enough today. But always remember, enjoy Easter, celebrate it. It's a very important holiday, okay? And don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and always hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of my next video. And as always, but before I leave, please look above to your left top, look above there, and there's a video that I think you really would enjoy. It shows you how I make my dressing, or it may be, yes, it shows you how I make my dressing and also how I cook my ham, okay? It may be two videos. One may be the ham and one may be the dressing, but please watch them. Or if you don't want to do that, just, click on the links in the description box and you'll find out my recipes, okay? And as always, thanks for watching.